What if I told you India has found a way to control the artery of global trade? Yes, it is not Delhi, it is not Mumbai, but it's on a remote island. The most Indians can't even point it out on the map. India is quietly investing the $11 billion here. And if this works, the China's economy could face a serious choke. This is not a development. This is a silent power play. The part 1, the hidden location. Welcome to the Great Nicobar Island, a place once known for a dense forest and isolation, now turning into India's most dangerous strategic weapon. Why? Because just nearby lies the world's busiest maritime highway, the Malacca Strait. 40% of the global trade flows through this narrow stretch. The one who controls this has an influence in the world. Part 2, India's big weakness. Here is the uncomfortable truth. India trades big but depend on others. The most of India's cargo it doesn't go to the directly to the world. It detours through the foreign ports like Port of Singapore and Colombo port, which means India pays, India waits, and India depends on other countries for its cargo shipment. For a rising power, that's a strategic vulnerability. Part 3, the game changer plan. So, India has decided to flip the game this time. At Galantia Bay, it's building a mega transshipment port. Not just any port, a deep water giant capable of handling the largest ships on earth. And here's the twist, it's just 40 nautical miles from the Malacca Strait. That's not coincidence, that's positioning. Once it's become active, the global ships can dock directly in India. And Singapore and Colombo lose its dominance. And India captures a massive slice of global trade. This is India saying to the world that we don't need middleman anymore. Part building a future power hub. But India isn't building just a port. It's building a future empire node. Two brand new coastal cities with a 3 lakh plus future residents are going to build their lives there. With corporate hubs, hospitals, and tourism zones, it may become a mini Singapore in the making. Adding to that, India is generating 450 megawatts clean hybrid power and a dual use international airport. This is a long term thinking at a superpower level. Now, here's where things get intense. This island is becoming a military fortress. It includes naval bases, fighter jet operations, and advanced surveillance. In military language, an unsinkable aircraft carrier. And this changes everything because China has a weakness, a big one. Nearly 70 to 80% of the Chinese oil imports pass through this Malacca Strait. If conflict rises between India and China, India doesn't need to attack the China directly. It can simply squeeze the supply line that's called choke point dominance and it can cripple the economies without firing a single bullet. China knows this. That's why it's been increasing activity near Coco Islands. China is surveilling and monitoring and making its presence near the Coco Islands to monitor India. But India's move, it's a direct counter, a message that says we see your game and we are ready. But power comes with a price. The forest will be cleared, the ecosystems will be disrupted, and the indigenous tribes will be affected. After heavy debate, the National Green Tribunal gave clearance, calling it essential for national interest. But the question remains at what cost? This is just not a project, it's a signal. India is no longer playing safe, but it's playing strategic. From trade to military to geopolitics, this one island could change everything. Now's the real question. Will this become India's boldest move or a high stakes gamble? Please comment below your thoughts on this. If you want more raw, real geopolitics analysis, please subscribe to Unfiltered Stories because the truth behind global power is always deeper than the headlines.